Hello, thank you for joining me. My name is Morgan Cray and I'm an independent unique presenter. Today I would like to show you palette 1 and just one of the many looks that you can make. There's a cat climbing up my chair. So this is Moodstruck Addiction palette 1. There are light shades, there are dark shades, there are mattes, there are shimmers, there are a ton of ways to do this palette. But let's just try one of my just kind of basic looks. So I'm going to start with this color here. It's called Elated. It's a bone, just a basic bone color, and I'm going to do that all over. That's one of my cats. I'm going to do that all over the lid, all the way up to, onto the brow bone, basically all the way up to my eyebrow. Now, generally, do not put your eyeshadow all the way up to your eyebrow, but because this is a very, for me, neutral color shade for my skin tone, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that anyways. So yeah, okay, so this palette, one thing I love about this palette is that it's so neutral. It's good for almost anybody, especially now I'm going to use this color Chipper here as a transition shade. I'm going to do it on my lid and up onto my brow bone a little bit as a transition. Browns are especially good for blue eyes. They really bring out a blue eye. So if you have blue eyes, get yourself a brown palette. You can thank me later. So what I also see, I have that bad habit, same going up onto the brow bone, not just the lid, because I have very hooded eyes. If I do my pretty makeup, just down here on the lid, and then I go like this, it's gone. So I have to go up further, a little bit further than probably other people. Again, not up to your eyebrows, please. That was an old trend that very happy has left us. So that was my transition color called Chipper. Now let's go. I don't know which one I want to do first. Okay, I'm going to use this shade here, Brassy. It's just a very champagne shimmer. And there are a few different ways you can do shimmers, depending on how shimmers and metallics, how shimmery you want them to be. You can dry brush, which I'm going to do right now because this is just kind of my day look. I'm not getting crazy. So I'm going to do this on the inner corner and then about either halfway to 2/3. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to do the other trick that I was going to tell you about. Take your brush, any brush. Well, I mean, there are brush recommendations, but again, no rules, just general guidelines recommendations. So I'm going to get it wet with my rose water. And then when you pick up a metallic or a shimmer with a wet brush, and then you kind of do the packing technique here instead of swiping, it's more of a packing, then you end up with more of a shimmer than if you were to just brush it on. Okay, let's do that on the other side as well. And if you also, I'm using a very fluffy brush. The more compacted your brush is, the more the shimmer is going to show up as well. So that's more of a brush thing, not a palette thing. But, ooh, pardon me. So now I'm going to take my crease brush and I'm going to go over here. Now these two here in this particular palette, they're called Forthright and Zealous. They're essentially the same color, matte shimmer. So I'm going to go shimmer since I did a little shimmer on the inside. And again, my eyes are very hooded, so here's what I do. You can change it up. And this is, again, just one of the many techniques. There's tons of different ways to do your makeup. So I'm going to go in here to my crease. And again, my crease is here, okay? But because, again, my lids are so hooded, I go up a little bit so that when I relax my face, you can still see it. Because otherwise you're only going to see the prettiness when I blink, right? And then another, you can stop there with your crease, or one thing I kind of like to do is bring it from here down to here, and it gives it sort of that halo look. And then because I'm also not a huge liner person, I'll come down here too. do the other side, and then I'll show you an inner corner trick. Trick, tip, whatever you want to call it. Okay, bring it down. And then I used to think that I was pretty darn good at blending my eyeshadows until I got a blending brush. And it changed my life, because then you just go back and go, and you're immediately all perfectly blended. Another fun to highlight the inner corner of the eye to sort of open the eyes up a little bit. You can go back with any of the lighter colors. I'm going to go ahead and just use Brassy since that's what I used on the inner corner anyway. And I'm going to go back kind of in here and then around like the tear duct. Not in the tear duct, don't do that. And it brightens up that inner corner a little bit more. Open up those eyeballs. And then of course you're going to want to do your brows, your mascara, which I will do other videos on because I get requests for brow tutorials a lot. But so that was easy, okay, done, very easy day. And it's so easy to, again, either do the lights or just the darks or take it from day to night. Super simple. This is just one easy look. It's kind of my, just an everyday easy look. So thank you for joining me, and I will catch you next time. Have a wonderful day.